Hello everyone, I'm Miss Val from the North Brunswick Public Library and welcome to Story Tots Rhyme. This is a special story time where we do nursery rhymes, poetry, songs, music and movement and dancing and things like that. But April is National Poetry Month. So I have a poet for us to celebrate together that you guys might be familiar with. This is Where the Sidewalk Ends by Shel Silverstein. So here on the back cover, we've got his picture. He's got a guitar here. And I picked out 8 poems. Maybe we'll do all of them, maybe just a few. But I picked out 8 poems for us to go over together and for us to enjoy because Shel Silverstein won tons of awards and lots of recognition for writing poetry for children. So you guys are gonna love these. Let's get started. Not only did he write poems, he also drew pictures. So this is the first poem in his book, Where the Sidewalk Ends, and it is called Invitation. He's inviting us to open up the book and read it together and look at everything that he created for us together. So, invitation. If you are a dreamer, come in. If you are a dreamer, a wisher, a liar, a hoper, a prayer, a magic bean buyer, if you're a pretender, come sit by my fire, for we have some flax golden tales to spin. Come in, come in. What does that remind you of? There's a lot of things that refer to fairy tales, right? Magic beans and spinning gold. All kinds of stuff, right? And aren't we all sort of wishers and dreamers, all of us together? Yeah, definitely. All right, this next one is called Hug-O-War. What does that sound like? It sounds like tug-o-war. Have you ever played tug-o-war before? It's a lot of fun. It's really hard though. I'm not very strong, so I'm never very good at it. But this is Hug-O-War. And here he drew 2 kids hugging. I will not play at tug-o-war. I'd rather play at hug-o-war, where everyone hugs instead of tugs, where everyone giggles and rolls on the rug, where everyone kisses and everyone grins and everyone cuddles and everyone wins. Doesn't that sound so nice? I definitely miss hugging. We haven't been able to hug very much during the pandemic, have we? It's been kind of sad. But soon we all should be able to, right? Things are starting to get better. And even if we can't really, we can still all spend time together on videos like this one, right? The next one is called Pancake. And look at this. Look at that pile of pancakes. We've got syrup, a plate. It looks like maybe some sugar, a fork. I almost called it a spoon. I forgot the word for fork. And a massive pile of pancakes with some steam coming off of them. They're really warm. All right, so pancake? Question mark. And it goes, who wants a pancake? Sweet and piping hot. Good little Grace looks up and says, I'll take the one on top. Who else wants a pancake fresh off the griddle? Terrible Teresa smiles and says, I'll take the one in the middle. Oh no! What would happen if she took one of the pancakes out of the middle of this giant pile? They'd all fall down, right? Oh no! That's why she's terrible, Teresa. She knows that's a little bit mean, huh? All right, here's a long one that I have for us. It's called Snowman, and we don't have a picture that goes with it. It's just Snowman, but I wanted to read Snowman even though it's a bit long because it is about the end of winter and the beginning of spring, which is where we are right now in the seasons, right? And it's where National Poetry Month falls, April. The end of winter and the beginning of spring is in March and April. So let's read Snowman together. 'Twas the first day of the springtime, and the snowman stood alone, as the winter snows were melting, and the pine trees seemed to groan. "Ah, you poor, sad, smiling snowman, you'll be melting by and by." Said the snowman, "What a pity, for I'd like to see July." "Yes, I'd like to see July, and please don't ask me why, but I'd like to, yes, I'd like to. Oh, I'd like to see July." Chirped a robin just arriving. "Seasons come and seasons go, and the greatest ice must crumble when it's flowers' time to grow. And as one thing is beginning, so another thing must die. And there's never been a snowman who has ever seen July. No, they never see July, no matter how they try. No, they never, ever, never, ever, never see July." But the snowman sniffed his carrot nose and said, "At least I'll try." And he bravely smiled his frosty smile and blinked his coal-black eye. And there he stood and faced the sun, a-blazin' from the sky. And I really cannot tell you if he ever saw July. Did he ever see July? You can guess as well as I. If he ever saw July. Do you think the snowman made it to July? He probably didn't, but the snowman will be back next winter, right? And you and I will get to see July, won't we? It'll be really nice, won't it? I'm excited for the warm weather. This next poem is called Treehouse. We have a huge illustration. It takes up one whole page and a little bit of the next one too. So treehouse, it goes like this. A treehouse, a free house, a secret you and me house, a high up in the leafy branches, cozy as can be house, a street house, a neat house, be sure and wipe your feet house, is not my kind of house at all. Let's go live in a treehouse. Do you have a treehouse? I've never had a treehouse before, but I've been in them, and they're a lot of fun, aren't they? I think living in one could definitely be fun too. Because like they say, in a street house, you have to wipe your feet. You have to be clean. You don't have to do that in a tree house. That makes them way more fun, doesn't it? All right, this next one, I have to take the sticky note off. It's covering the title which is Recipe for a Hippopotamus Sandwich. And there it is, the hippopotamus sandwich. It mostly just looks like a giant hippo with some bread on either side. It's tied to it because the hippo's so big. Would you eat a hippopotamus sandwich? Oh, I don't think I would. Let's find out what's in it, though. A hippo sandwich is easy to make. All you do is simply take 1 slice of bread, 1 slice of cake, some mayonnaise, 1 onion ring, 1 hippopotamus, 1 piece of string, a dash of pepper. That ought to do it. And now comes the problem. Biting into it. How would you eat it? So the piece of string is to keep it held there. Mayonnaise, cake, and onion rings? Ugh. I don't think it would taste good even if you could eat it. But I don't think anybody can. Look at how big the hippopotamus is. I bet I would come up to right about where the words start. I bet that's how tall I would be next to it. All right. I have to take this one off too, so you can see the whole picture. We are reading this one. It's called What a Day. And we see a little boy playing an instrument, a big tuba, right? So let's find out what's going on. What a day, oh what a day. My baby brother ran away. And now my tuba will not play. I'm 8 years old and turning gray. Oh what a day, oh what a day. Now, let's get a closer look at this picture. Can we tell what happened to the missing baby brother? Can we tell why the tuba isn't working? Is there maybe the same answer to both of those questions? I can see a little head poking out of where the sound comes out on the tuba. I think the little brother got stuck in there, don't you? Ugh. That doesn't sound very fun. Not for either of the brothers, right? And now here is the last poem that we're going to read together, at least for Where the Sidewalk Ends. Next time, we're going to get some different poetry. I'll tell you about that at the end of the video. So, this poem is called Dancing Pants. Ooh, and there they are, the pants, doing a dance. And now for the dancing pants, doing their fabulous dance. From the seat to the pleat, they will bounce to the beat, with no legs inside them and no feet beneath. They'll whirl and twirl and jiggle and prance. So just start the music and give them a chance. Let's have a big hand for the wonderful, marvelous, super sensational, utterly fabulous, talented dancing pants. These pants can dance without anybody wearing them. That's so fun, isn't it? Oh, I had a lot of fun reading all these poems with you guys. I hope you enjoyed reading them with me as well, and I hope you guys will join me next time for Story Tots Rhyme during National Poetry Month, where we're going to look at some poems by Jack Prelutsky, another very well-known children's poet. All right? So I hope you enjoyed this. I hope you learned some stuff about Shel Silverstein and his work, how he not only writes, but he also illustrates his pictures, how his poems are very funny and sometimes they're a little surreal, like how dancing pants wouldn't really exist in the real world, but they do exist in Where the Sidewalk Ends, huh? So we have lots of stuff by Shel Silverstein in the library, and I would love for you guys to check some out and read the whole thing someday. Does that sound good? All right. I had a great time with you guys today, and I hope to see you next time. Goodbye.